Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the Dan McShane Show. I'm Vince Reed. Our show brought to you in part by the Pittsburgh Regional Basketball League and also by the Continental Tavern in Yardley, and as well, of course, by Aria Health, your friends and neighbors here in Bucks County. Well, we come into this first time here after being 1-1 with a chance to either go up or go down a game. And of course, this is the last non-league game we're going to be playing this year. This is the third of the three, and we split the first two. This one, of course, is going to be one that's going to be taking on a tough competitor. And I know I don't have to tell Coach McShane, he knows that they've lost 15 in a row in this ball club, and he knows how good they are. And, you know, it's going to be a tough situation for them, but, you know, the kids are going to go out there and give it their all. But, you know, so far, Coach, let's talk about the first two games of the season and what you see out of those, and who exactly do you feel has come to the front for you and really done a good job for you?
Well, obviously, we're really happy with the defense. You know, we've really been competitive there. You know, we've had teams in some tough situations that we've done well to hook on, but otherwise, we feel real good about, you know, the people we have playing over there. You know, so special teams have been improving too. So, but we got our work cut out on the offensive side of the ball, to say the least. Yeah,
and one of the things, of course, is the fact that you want to get the ball rolling a little bit on the offensive side to try to get some first downs and move the ball rather than give it back to the opposition too quick. But that's been a problem so far in the first two ball games.
Yeah, I'm in charge of special teams. I find myself, you know, on punt team on deck too soon, you know. So, but we feel like, you know, we're ironing some things out, and the quarterback played his first full game, and you know, we feel like we got him headed in the right direction with some of the things we're doing. So, you know, we're optimistic about, you know, our attack as we go forward.
Yeah, you've had two good ball games. You had the first one, of course, and I like the way the team, as young as they are, you know, had the lead, came back in the end of the game and got the winning score that they needed to win it. And then last week, of course, you're playing a tough LaSalle team. I know they're not as good maybe as they have been in previous years, but, you know, there's a lot of talent on that team.
Yeah, talent and really good coaching. It's a good combination. That's why they've been at the top of the state for a bunch of years now. So,
when you look at it right now as we get set for the third game, where do you feel are the areas offensively and defensively that you would like to see really shored up by the time you get out of this third game and go into the league?
Yeah, well, defensively, our third down defense has to be better. We have to get off the field. It's a very simple formula. And offensively, again, we want to start running the football. We've always said that. You know, we're not chucking and ducking out there in this offense. We want to run the ball. The box has been kind of really heavy against us, and so we feel like we may be forced to throw the ball a little more than we want to, but we're exploring that too. So,
when you take a look at you know, some of the kids, give me the names of some of them that you feel, you know, you expected some things from, and maybe are coming through, and just have to get the rest of the team to join them.
Yeah, well, I mean, on the offensive side, it's the quarterback. You know, we're real excited about him and his progress, and obviously McShane's carrying a lot of load. And up front, you know, Zach Buckstar's really played well for us, and you know, Maurice has had his moments of success. We got some young guys on the inside that are kind of battling and trying to survive against some pretty big bodies in there. So, you know, we don't know about our wide receivers yet, but yeah, we got the ball out to them. And LaSalle basically just pressed our wide receiver on the line of scrimmage and never got a chance to throw the ball. So we'll see.
And what about the defensive side of the ball? Where do you think right now, after two games, what you've looked at, and maybe looked at the films of the two games afterward, where do you see that you've got some strength here and can build on?
Yeah, well, if you look right in the middle of the defense, there's two really big bodies, and they're not just big bodies. They're turning, you know, developing a pretty good defensive line. We have Matt Rosso and Isaiah, I guess, is inside right, and then really steady at the defensive end. And he started last year for us with Mike DeVore, who's doing a nice job. So our front four, you know, Tim Pimento's kind of healing, coming back from an injury, so he's starting to play well. And you know, our inside linebacker Ryan Harris, you know, really been a leader of our team lately. So you know, we have Ryan North playing outside in the rover position. You know, so you know, we're looking at making some little bit of changes with Tyrone, maybe getting closer to the ball. Tyrone Hodges. You know, and then you know, Andre in the corner has done a pretty good job too. We're going to test this week though with these wide receivers.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about that. We're going to be back in a moment here with the coach. I want to tell you about Aria Health, your friends and neighbors here in Bucks County. Of course, if you need them, of course, usually you'll need them in maybe an emergency situation. Don't forget, have it handy. Have it near your phone where you have their phone number. ARIA Health is here to help you and to get you back on your feet when anything goes wrong. And of course, they're only a hop, skip, and a jump away from here on Oxford Valley Road, so you have a chance to get to them soon. So if anything happens and you need some help and you really have to go to the hospital, check on ARIA Health. Also, we're brought to you, of course, by the Pennsbury Regional Basketball League. And this one is now open for Pennsbury as far as registration is concerned. And they are the premier boys and girls basketball league for children kindergarten to 12th grade. And just visit prblonline.com. And the PRBL offers both the recreational and also travel programs for boys and girls. And also the Saturday clinics, open to all and run by the Pennsbury High School boys teams. So you're going to get a lot of good information there and learn how to play the game right. So for information and to register, contact them at prblonline.com. And don't forget, don't be left out. This usually, the registration fills up quickly. So make sure that you register now at prblonline.com. And of course, we're also brought to you by the Continental Tavern there at the heart of Yardley. And they're celebrating over 150 years as a tavern in Pennsylvania, offering the finest in tavern fare and sumptuous spirits. And they also have, of course, Monday's Burger Madness Day for them, with reduced prices on their certified Angus burgers. Each Wednesday at the Continental, delicious weekly entree specials on dishes including fresh seafood. They have pasta, ribs, chops, and more. And of course, they have the porch. You still have time, the weather's still good, to go out on the porch and enjoy your dining there. So stop in, of course, and they're going to be open for you 7 days a week. And they've got all the good samples for you as well as everything else to go with it. In the heart of Yardley at the corner of Main Street and Afton Avenue, celebrating over 150 years of their existence. Well, Coach, here we talked a little bit about the previous two ball games that were played, and now we come up to undoubtedly the toughest game you played up until this point, and that's the North Penn Knights. And North Penn is certainly, they're loaded. They have played extremely well in two ball games, and they have some outstanding players on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and we've communicated, clear to our kids so far, I think, is that we don't want to let last week's game beat us this week. I mean, we feel like, we're going to want to play every game and win the game. That's the goal, So whether, you start doing the who beat who game, I mean, it doesn't matter. Our goal is to play the best defense, the best offense, the best special teams, and beat North Penn.
When you look at this team, I remember last year when the season started out for them, and of course Reese Udinsky was there at the quarterback position. I thought by the time it hit the end of the year, he had really developed nicely. And certainly now he's really seasoned. He's got some really good receivers. He picks up a kid last week that they used, and maybe they didn't use him as much in previous times. And of course that was Justice Henley. End up making every catch in this area, 195 yards, a couple of touchdowns. And also another key reception in the ball game as well. So, that's just one guy, but they have more than one.
Yeah, I mean, last year we made a little bit of an effort to kind of roll some coverage to the one guy, and a couple other guys haven't hurt us. But the quarterback does a lot of good jobs making plays with his feet. It's not all the time he throws in rhythm in the pocket, but he'll just skate out and the receivers stay alive. And we've really talked to our defensive backs about defending for 8 seconds. We want to cover those guys, get them covered up down the field. So.
And of course, Ricky Johns last year was just sensational as far as a receiver. Now I see where Ricky Johns is going to be part of that backfield, and he is probably going to be their mainstay at the running back.
Yeah, we heard something about that. We'll prepare either way, and I guess they had maybe an injury for the spot, but we feel like Coach Beck does such a good job spreading the ball around that we're going to have to get the whole field covered.
When you look at it, and we got a long way to go. This is only the third game of the year. But when you take a look at the team, as North Penn is always a tough ball club, a tough out when it comes to making the playoffs. And when you look at them, the one thing that you've got is that they are always big. They're always ready to take you on. And the biggest thing about them is they seem to have no fear, no matter what game you're playing, who they're playing.
Yeah, I mean, I just like to term them as just a team that's always on the attack. It's special teams, it's offense, it's defense. They do a number of different things defensively, from an attack standpoint. Offensively, they're running gadget plays. So you've got to always be. Same thing last year. We got burned on a special teams play, on a throwback, on a kickoff, fake punt. So we're always talking to our kids about gadget play controls and controlling all this kind of home run type of plays.
Yeah, I noticed that over the years whenever we played against North Penn. I think another one that also used to do it quite a bit too was in Chamonix. I've seen a lot of teams put in gadget plays and maybe never use a one. But I tell you, they were two teams that I noticed, and really in key situations, used to use those gadget plays, and they always worked.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen games, coach and maybe coach back going back and forth, just trying to outdo each other, from just that standpoint of, oh yeah, well, I got this, so it was always fun to watch.
All right, we're going to be back with more here with our coach here, Dan McShane, coming up for you right after these messages.
ER Express is the newest online reservation system for patients in Bucks County with non-life-threatening illnesses or conditions to reserve a time online to be treated at ARIA's Fast Care, Urgent Care, or emergency departments. ER Express streamlines evaluations so patients are treated more quickly, and best of all, it holds your reservation while you're in the comfort of your own home. Please remember, patients who experience major injuries and traumas should always go immediately to the emergency department. Reserve your spot online now with ER Express. Visit ariahealth.org/ER-Express. That's ariahealth.org/ER-Express.
Merrill Reese, here to tell you about my good friends at Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. For outstanding sales and service, you can depend on the folks at Haldeman Ford Subaru for the best value on new and pre-owned Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs, along with a great selection of value-priced new and pre-owned Subarus. And no one offers the service that Haldeman does in their huge, state-of-the-art service facility. Service so great that many area municipalities and commercial fleets get their service performed by Haldeman Ford Subaru. From Langhorne to Princeton, folks like you to commercial fleets trust the name Haldeman for sales and service. Haldeman Ford Subaru, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Merrill Reese here to tell you about our good friends at McCaffrey's Food Markets. McCaffrey's is growing and is now open in Doylestown and Bluebell. But Jim McCaffrey and his family never forget their roots, and that's why they continue to support our local schools and are proud to support Pennsbury and Council Rock and other schools in the area. Many students are employed at McCaffrey's, and McCaffrey's Food Markets feature the finest prepared food department for those always on the go. From healthy salads to prime cuts of steak and fresh seafood dishes, you'll always find something for your family to enjoy in McCaffrey's prepared food department. And for everyday exceptional value, it's McCaffrey's Food Markets, locally owned and operated by Jim McCaffrey and his family in the Edgewood Village Shopping Center, 635 Heacock Road in Yardley, in the villages of Newtown, 2890 South Eagle Road, also in Princeton, West Windsor, and now open in Doylestown and Bluebell.
And we're back once more here with the Dan McShane Show as the Falcons of Pennsbury will be on the road coming up here this week as they'll travel for the first time. They go up to Lansdale to meet North Penn, which has had two very good wins against some really nice competition. And of course, they'll be the host of this ball game that's going to be coming up. And we look forward to you watching it as well as listening to it, because like at the Continental Tavern, a lot of other places now too, you can get the opportunity to watch it on their TV screens, and you'll be able to see the games, whether home or away. You get to see all the games this year, as we've been doing the last few years, as a matter of fact. Coach, I couldn't help but look ahead a little bit. I know coaches don't do this, but you got the last non-league game of the year, and then we go into the league part of the season. I couldn't help but, as I looked at it, to see that those teams, a lot of the teams that are going to be in the league, are having some tough times.
Yeah, I mean, I look at it like I still see like an attitude in all those programs, like at Truman and Ben Salem, where they're starting to build on something. Something's going on that hasn't transferred into wins yet, but I think something's going on there. And I know Coach Plensky at Tennant, same thing. They're trying to build a culture that says we're about playing good competitive football, and so that's really encouraging for our league.
When you come down to it, I know I had coverage over there at Ben Salem, and actually I had picked them last week to come through after losing all those games in a row, but that had to be a good one for them. You always need that one when you're having a string like that, especially when you're a coach who's only been there 2 years and you're trying to turn a program around. You got to get that one that gets you started.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been there and done that over there, and We had a couple of big nights against Council Rocks years ago, and again, all of a sudden, there's a great positive attitude in the building, and more kids want to play, and typically, everything goes well. Your proms get better, your social atmosphere in the school, so it's a really great feeling to have to be around that, and we're looking to get that here. I mean, again, we're very used to winning here, and so we're trying to get that first really big signature win, that's what this would be.
I know a couple of years ago at the Coaches Roundtable show, which you do Wednesday nights from 7 to 8 over at Sandy's, and I talked to Truman. I talked to the Truman players that one night because they were playing so well, actually outplaying the opposition, but finding a way at the end of the game to lose it. And I had said to them, I said, you know what? I said, all you need is that first win. I said, you guys are as good as anybody in the league. And if you can get that first win, it's going to feel so good, you can run off a few. Well, that weekend, they got their first win. They ran off like 3 or 4 in a row. And so you can see where, once you get that taste and you feel like, you feel good about yourself, you can go out there and do things that maybe you didn't think you could do.
Yeah, I mean, you see the results of your labor, and it's again, it starts to just feed itself, So that might have been a game where we played it. We were at Pennsbury, I think it was halftime of 7-0. I heard the public address announcer talk about upset alert, and we came out to handle our business in the second half. But yeah, it's a nice feeling, to develop that sense of winning in the program.
All right, so we're going to be back again just for one more time around with Coach Dan McShane right after these messages.
Strong starts are essential on the field and in life. That's why PNC created the Grow Up Great program, a $350 million multi-year bilingual initiative that began in 2004 to help prepare children from birth to age 5 for success in school and life. PNC is helping children in our community more than ever grow up great. Learn more at pncgrowupgreat.com. PNC for the achiever in you. PNC Bank, member FDIC. Princeton University football is back, starting on Saturday, September 17th, when the Tigers take on Lafayette at 5 p.m. at beautiful Princeton Stadium. It's also fireworks night, so bring the whole family for a day of fun at one of the nation's most beautiful on-campus football stadiums. The Tigers return both of their quarterbacks and have several returning defensive players. Single-game tickets are just $10, and season tickets for all 5 home games, just $40. This year, the Tigers' home schedule includes rivals Penn and Harvard, plus Brown and Cornell, and the opener on September 17th at 5 p.m. is against Lafayette, followed by fireworks night. To order and for more ticket information, go to GoPrincetonTigers.com. That's GoPrincetonTigers.com.
Wherever weights are racked, rackets are swung.
To move is to live. And wherever you find bodies in motion, you'll find people who've rebuilt their lives with the help of Rothman Institute.
Balls are pitched, skates are laced.
More bones repaired, more joints replaced. No body in our region has done more for more bodies than Rothman.
Lawns are mowed, swings are pushed.
So when you're ready to run again, ride again, move again, live again, think Rothman first. RothmanInstitute.com.
And I'm back once more with Coach Dan McShane of the Pennsbury Falcons. I'm Vince Reed as we get ready for our ball game coming up shortly here. And of course, you'll have it, as we said, on the internet, as well as you'll be able to see it live streamed, as well as being on the radio as well. And Coach, going up there, the first one away for your young group in here. And I guess that's a little bit maybe of some different butterflies for the youngsters, kids that haven't been accustomed to that, making that bus ride for the first time.
Yeah, you go up there and it's a little bit of a ride and traffic. You got to battle that, and you got to leave early, and so your routines definitely changed. And you get up there, and they were pretty large and raucous crowd, and all of a sudden you're looking around, and we hope it's not deer in the headlights.
But I'll tell you what, we're looking forward to it, as we said, 1-1 coming into this game, and after this we go into the league play in the Suburban One League National Conference. Get ready for that one to start. We look forward to that each and every year. Always have a good one during the course of that season. But Coach, you're 1-1 right now, and looking to make it a 2-1. It won't be an easy one, but this as they build gives you an idea of how good your team is going to be.
Yeah, great barometer. Again, it's a perennial state power, and just like LaSalle was, and we got to start grabbing those type of wins. BT, maybe a good football team will beat teams it's not supposed to beat, and of course, and beat the teams they're supposed to beat. So this is one of those ones where everybody's saying we're not supposed to beat these guys, but we'll be there. We'll show up.
All right, very good. And of course, the Dan McShane Show brought to you in part by the ARIA Health, your friends and neighbors here in Bucks County, located right there on Oxford Valley Road in Fairless Hills, as well as the Pennsbury Regional Basketball League. Get in touch with them for registration, prblonline.com. Do it quickly because they do end up with their registrations. Before you know it, it's all gone. They can't take any more kids, and they'll take you from kindergarten right up to 12th grade. They teach you the fundamentals, teach you how to play the game of basketball. And of course, also by the Continental Tavern, right there in the heart of Yardley, at Main and Afton Streets there. And we'll be looking forward to seeing you maybe some of the times we go there as well. And of course, when it comes down to it, they've got everything for you. They've got the good sandwiches, they have great burgers, they have very good salads, and they got it all. Pasta, seafood, it doesn't matter what it is, chops, steak, you name it, they got it over there at the Continental Tavern. Well, we're getting ready to get underway for our ball game tonight. Of course, we'll be in Lansdale for this evening's ball game as we have the North Penn Knights entertaining the Pennsbury Falcons. For Dan McShane, I'm Vince Reed. Now let's head out to the field.